right? The young women kiss these chimps, and we are noticing their teeth, right? That's what we're noticing when we saw it. And what I wanted you to see the most was really actually how well the monkeys kiss. They were really, really good kissers. One of the monkeys actually takes someone's face, this young girl's face, and holds it and then kisses her. Now, they're blindfolded, so these young girls are responding accordingly. What happens is they turn the young girls away from the monkey who they actually kissed, and they asked them, "So how was it?" And they all say, "It was great." Now, I think that's partially the visual and partially because these monkeys really could kiss, right? And then they turn around and show them who they just kissed. And unfortunately, what's the reaction? Ah! Which it doesn't seem very fair to the monkey who had no idea. Right? So, in life, the lessons that last the longest for you, or the ones that have the most impact, are the ones that happened to you. Someone could tell you that the visual made a difference, but it wouldn't really affect your life if it hadn't really happened to you. And this is why I started to understand that people made judgments based on the way you looked. It's 1984, and I unexpectedly become a single parent. My children are 6, 4, 3, and 2 years of age. I have a college degree in microbiology and organizational behavior, but I've not ever worked outside the home. I come from that generation that was raised to be an educated wife. So my resume was about this big because I never thought I would work outside the home. But I did, and when I found out that I needed a job, I did what everybody does. I went to my closet, and I pulled out something from my closet which was really actually only appropriate to go out, work out, or play with kids. So I got dressed, knocked on doors, and based on the way I looked, people made a judgment. And I could get a date, but I couldn't get a job. And I really needed a job. In fact, the only jobs offered to me were to teach aerobics or kiss the race car drivers when they won. $10 an hour, or $7 a kiss. I thought I could do better, yeah. So I went to a course on professionalism for women in Visalia, California, and I learned right away that my long blonde hair, my short skirt, my sleeveless and dangly earrings, and remember, it's the 80s, my turquoise eyeshadow, just wasn't doing it. So I changed the way I looked. I bought a boring brown suit for $39 from JCPenney's, and I know it was boring because Jennifer, my oldest, told me, "That's really boring." I said, "Perfect." Knocked on doors again. My first job was part-time as a Woodlake Family Health Center as their health educator. When I needed it to be full-time, it was only $10 an hour, I asked the executive director, "How do I get this full-time?" And he plopped down a 50-page proposal for funding, and he said, "Write a proposal for funding to the Health and Human Services in the state of California." So I did. I got that approved. A year and a half later, I took his job. A year and a half after that, I was recognized as running the most profitable healthcare center in rural healthcare facility in the state of California. There were 84 of them. So I was then, thank you, okay, yes. So I wasn't any smarter because I wore the navy blue suit or the brown suit and wore my hair up. I was just as smart before. But I quickly recognized that people made a judgment about the way that I looked. I was then recruited by a practice management company in dentistry called Practice Perfect, and that's how I got into dentistry. But this story has a very happy ending, and I want you to notice that these children are not 6, 4, 3, and 2. They are 2 years later, because if any of you have had a very hard or sad time in your life, you know you don't take photos at all, do you? So for 2 years, there are no photos. And I think it contributes to why I take so many photographs now of my clients. So, happy ending to the story. Those kids are all grown up, right? College education, and what else? Straight white teeth. Those were the things I thought I needed to give them. I thought I was responsible to give them a college education, straight white teeth. They could buy their own car and pursue their careers. And so, right now, they've given me 12 grandchildren. So isn't that sweet? Very nice.